Yo, it's Kat Bambini, Peace Punk Production, and Universe is having me kick out the jams today. Make hay while the sun shines. So here are all your videos on narcissism to get you through this terrible time when you don't know what to do. You don't know how to get away. You don't know how to heal. You don't know what's going on. Nobody is listening to you. Nobody understands. Well, I understand. Boy, do I ever understand. If you don't know me, you'll know me soon. But I have dealt with a lot of narcissistic abuse in my life. And the reason that I put lip gloss on all the time, every day, is because a narcissist made me do it. I still do it. That's just a random fact. Okay, so today I'm going to talk about, it's late at night, it's 10 o'clock, so I don't want to be waking up my neighbors. So if you can't hear me, I'm really sorry. That sucks. But today I wanted to talk about narcissists and support. You're going to need a lot of support if you're with a narcissist. Or if you have one in your family or your community or your church or your work, you will need a lot of support dealing with this person because they take a lot out of you. They take a lot of energy, they take a lot of time, they take a lot of attention. They generally want all of your attention on them all of the time. So full-time your job is going to be taking care of the narcissist if you're with a narcissist. Hopefully you have identified that you're dealing with one and you're at that phase. Usually that's the people I believe who are coming to my channel. They've identified it, they don't know what to do. And so they're looking for support. They need a pep talk. They need somebody to tell them that it's going to be okay. And I'm here to tell you it's going to be okay. You're going to be okay. And I didn't think that before. I had a near-death experience. I thought I was going to lose my life. I did lose my life pretty much. I became somebody different, and I was pretty well known in my area, but everybody turned against me. And some of this was based on my own actions of being very angry at what had happened to me. And some of this was based on smear campaign and misinformation going on about me, stuff that I had shared in private that I thought that would never be shared by this person and other people was spread around to everybody. And so narcissists love to share information about you. They use it as intel. They're basically little soldiers going around looking for things that are going to boost them up in society. And if they can get some intel on you, then that's an extra advantage they have. If they have secrets on you, that's an advantage. So let's change this to narcissists and gossip. Because they gossip. They are gossipers. They are gossipers, and like Johnny Cash says in his song, God's Gonna Cut You Down, and I believe in love. Love is God to me, but whatever you believe in, I accept you. You're fine, as long as you're not hurting other people, and then we're gonna have to talk, because we don't want that here at Peace Punk Production. We want people to get along, and we want people to not act on their narcissism if they have the disorder. You know, if they're acting on manipulative tendencies and traits, we don't want that to happen. So the gossip around a narcissist is basically what hurts you the most. Aside from their actual abuse, if they're physically abusive. I did make a video just recently about covert versus overt narcissists. Overt are the kind that are just in your face. Covert are the kind that are more subtle. They're harder to figure out, and you might have a hard time spotting them. But as far as gossip, that's what's gonna get you, is their secretive gossip, because they like to one-on-one tell people things about you that you've told them, and their first thing that they're going to do with you, usually when they meet you, is do a survey to find out what your history is. And you don't have to tell anybody what your history is. You don't have to bring up your past, you don't have to bring up your trauma. And I'm just here to say that because a lot of times with our memoir obsessed culture, we really dig into confessions, or our religious background in America. It's where I'm coming from, San Francisco. We tend to dig into confessing, and this can give somebody an unfair advantage on you. It could even be like, say your bishop at a church is a narcissist, and what do you do when everybody's supporting them? I've made videos on narcissists and cooperation to talk about who enables the narcissist and how they're allowed to keep doing what they're doing, because people are supporting them. They're not doing this alone. We're putting them on this huge pedestal as these big menacing things that have so much power, but really it's society that is enabling these people to get away with what they're doing, because we have enablers, flying monkeys, people around them that are supporting the behavior. And so the biggest thing when you leave is gossip. They're going to say whatever to cover their asses. And so you have to be prepared for this. I wasn't. I was going around kind of tooting my own, this is what happened to me. And I was so busy doing that, trying to survive on a safety plan, working with domestic violence organizations that I didn't realize that misinformation was going on about me. So when I really did need that support from my community, it wasn't there. And so I'm just gonna say, know that they gossip a lot. Know that they say one thing to you and say another to another person, because it's all about what their motivation is, which is supply, and that's being the best, and it's being the most, and it's being the one that's the most accepted, the most popular. If they find that a group doesn't accept them, they will go to another group. You know, it's basically they're going to go around until they get the most attention and the most love and the most likes, but it's a bottomless pit. They'll never be satisfied. So I've made a couple of videos on this, narcissists and piranhas. There's narcissists are like sharks. For some reason, my art got cut off suddenly, so the videos look a little funny, but they're still there, and they were put up a while back. So I'm just throwing this out there for those of you that are floundering with the narcissist and gossip, and they're really getting hurt by the smear campaign. They really don't know what to do. They're really confused why their community is turned against them. And I'm just going to say that it's likely the narcissist. You likely have a narcissist in your midst, spreading gossip, and then the enablers and the flying monkeys are helping them to do this. And this is a hard situation to get out of. So you might need to just remove yourself from the situation with some help. That's what I had to do. And it's not fixable. You can't go back and fix it. There's nothing you can do, except for just get yourself safe and get new support. And I'm sorry to say that. I will make more videos. There's one I've made about rebuilding your life after the narcissist. I'll make more videos about this if there's a need, if the universe keeps supporting it. It is right now, luckily, fortunately, but things can change on a dime at any moment. I'm just as affected as anybody else by this pandemic, putting these out in the middle of it, because I am a empath, I'm a helper, I'm a person who likes to give. So that's what I do. I'm a healer. And I would say just keep yourself safe. If you're living with one, watch these in the bathroom. You can keep the sound really low and then delete your history and get a VPN on your phone and just start there, okay? If you are gossip, it won't kill you. You need to be safe. So anyways, for some reason this needed to go out there. I'm so busy doing nothing, I had to put out a ton of videos today. So, peace, keep safe.